Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. XRP price dropped as low as $1.30 today. That's down 20% from its recent high of $1.62. So you might be thinking, oh no, the sky is falling. No, shut up. The price of XRP was 49 cents just a couple weeks ago. I just want to be clear, although it is certainly possible that the price in the short term could go lower, there are tons of reasons that we should have expected this type of move to the downside, resistance at the level where we hit it. And it's not just because of XRP, I'll explain. I mean, it has to do with where Bitcoin is at, the entire market moves in tandem. And it doesn't change anything on a higher time frame. We are still in a bull run. You have to expect that we're going to see pullbacks like this. And when it gets to this level, it starts to scare some people a bit. And I certainly understand why. You're not bad or stupid or anything like that. You're just a normal human. So let a weird human like me who doesn't feel emotions because I'm an XRP bot, beep, boop, beep, share some perspective, having been here now for over 7 years and been through every single up and down that XRP's gone through since then, and having never sold a single XRP. Everything's going to be fine. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. As I record this video, it is 1:56 p.m. Central Time on Sunday, November 24th, 2024. The price of XRP is $1.38. Bitcoin is at $96,252 now. I would like to note, Bitcoin dropped as low as $95,641, and if you look at the Bitcoin or the XRP chart, you can see, although in terms of the percentage differences, up or down over the last 24 hours, they vary. If you look at where the drop happened, I mean, the bulk of the notable moves over the last 24 hours, they occurred it down to the minute at the same time. Look at that. There's nothing wrong with XRP. XRP's not doing anything bad, wrong, or scary. It's just going through a correction. And the fact that I can say that XRP price dropped to $1.30 still blows my simple little mind, because most of the 7 years I've held XRP, it's been under $1. So the fact that I can say that, to me, is absolutely thrilling. It's fine. And in fact, I'll tell you this, one of the things that we need to watch for to find out when the party might be getting close to over is just watching the distribution of Bitcoin by whales, which is to say, when the whales start massively unloading Bitcoin, and they're consistently doing that for a prolonged period of time, and I'll highlight when that happens on my channel, that's the time to start getting nervous, because whales don't buy at the top. They're the smart money. Whales sell as we get to the top, so they distribute their Bitcoin into the ecosystem, and they're taking profits by doing so. And then the new retailers that jump into the space, they're the ones buying at the premium. That's what's happening. So we're not there yet. Okay, so every single cycle that has been a very key indicator, that's not happening here. And this won't go up in a straight line forever. And so we had this post from Watcher Guru, and this is at 9:16 a.m. Just in, $205 million liquidated from the cryptocurrency market in the past 4 hours. Whew. Folks, if you're playing with leverage, you're playing with fire. That is for greedy sons of bitches or professional traders. I mean, I understand if you're a professional trader and you're actually good, and that's like 5% of humans that attempt it, fine. But most people are just gonna get their asses handed to them. It doesn't make sense. Every time I see somebody playing with, it's like a regular person like you and I, playing with leverage, I'm just thinking, oh, I'm sorry, the thousands of percentage gains resulting in life-changing wealth by purely holding crypto for a long period of time, that's not enough for you? You need to pepper it a little bit to add some seasoning? What the hell is wrong with you? It's ridiculous. Just holding and doing nothing gets you the life-changing wealth. Figure that out. And XRP holders getting burnt too. Look at this. This is from Vet. Vet is a DUNL validator on the XRP ledger. He shared this and he said $33.41 million in liquidations on XRP in the last 24 hours. Being able to sit on your hands is a competitive advantage. And he posted that at 10:14 a.m. That is spot on. That's why after I buy stuff, because I'm just a regular person, there's nothing special about me. I'm not better than you, nothing like that. I'm not wise or not some sort of crazy, awesome finance guru. I'm just a dude on the internet. Since I know I'm not one of those finance gurus, you know what I do? After I buy stuff, I do nothing. And then I keep my crypto, and I don't get liquidated. And I've been doing that for over 7 years, and my crypto is worth way more than what I put in, on the whole. That's it. Being able to do nothing, and it's harder than it sounds for most people, but it's like a superpower. He says competitive advantage. It's kind of like a superpower. Here's a post from Nick Crypto Crusader this morning. Welcome to the first major pullback after having a full month of up-only price action. This is healthy and should be welcomed. Yeah, so he's spot on there, of course. And I want to note here that in the 2017 bull run, for example, there were 7 pullbacks just in 2017, which was a crazy year where Bitcoin went from about $1,000 to $20,000. There were 7 pullbacks in 2017, which were greater than I think 20%, and many of those were more than 30% actually. Like, it's just a matter of fact. So it didn't mean the bull run was over. You can have stuff like this. It is not the end of the world. And you know another cool thing, like it's like there's no secret to why I'm calm about this stuff. It's just matter of fact reality. I have a genuine belief that the crypto pie in terms of market cap, the whole thing gets bigger on the whole. Some coins go to zero, of course, most of them probably. And I think that XRP, given its fundamentals, it's going to continue to be one of the winners. So for me, the cool thing is, like, even though I have a strong conviction that XRP is going to hit a new all-time high this market cycle, the cool thing for me, and this is why I sleep easy, even if my suspicion is wrong and we don't hit a new all-time high and say the whole market breaks down right now, I don't care. I sleep easy because I genuinely believe. This is why there's no trick. I genuinely believe that if you just wait enough time, like, markets rebound. They always do. So even if it's several years from now, well, then the crypto pie inflates again and XRP goes up and everything's fine anyway. I don't need to pull that money out for profit. That's why there is no secret. Like that's it. And if you have that genuine conviction, but it has to be genuine. If you don't believe it, I can understand why it's hard. Because then you might feel like, oh, I got to get out. No, oh my God, what's happening? But if you have genuine conviction that this year to stay, which I do, you sleep easy. Because it does get bigger and money does come in. And each cycle, as history shows us, each cycle from the previous one, it's way bigger. Way, way, way bigger in terms of market cap and how much money flows in. So if you have that attitude, then you can emotionally be like me and not flip out. It doesn't matter. So, like, while I understand people are scared today, I'm still in excited mode because I know this doesn't matter. I firmly believe that. Here's a post from chart analyst Credible Crypto. And by the way, he's talking about Bitcoin here. Bitcoin led the way down today, okay? Bitcoin leads the market. And Bitcoin was grinding up against that $100,000 psychological level. It's not surprising that it came to the downside. I'm not pretending I knew for sure, but it's not surprising that this happened. And so here's what he said. Morning, folks. Bitcoin back at local lows overnight, but the key level that matters is still that $94,000 level. Above that, we are insanely bullish on short, mid, and high time frame. If we lose that level and start breaking down lower time frame impulsive structure, it's the first indication of a momentum shift and a potential larger correction that opens the door to the mid to low 80,000s. So just be mindful of this possibility if in long-term positions at the moment. Let's see how things develop. Yeah, so he says if in long-term positions. Yeah, so if you're playing with leverage, it's a problem. If you're a spot holder like me and hopefully most of you listening, then it doesn't matter. I mean, it's going to scare people, and you can always come on this channel and Uncle Moon Lambo will gather around the fire and tell you stories and soothe your soul. It's going to be okay. You know, it will be okay. Like, honestly, like the crypto pie is just going to get bigger. I've seen this cycle after cycle after cycle. And then with the little dips in between, yes, I've been through all of that and none of it matters in the end. Either we're right and the number gets bigger and the crypto pie gets bigger, or we're wrong. And you know where my conviction lies. So this is not something to be scared about. Like, look at where we're at. I mean, even with this pullback, the market cap for crypto is $3.3 trillion. Shut your bitch ass mouth. Okay, it's fine. I can promise you. I'm teasing a little bit. Look, I understand it. I get it. I understand why people feel the way they do. I'm just trying to reassure you it's okay. Now, I'm not telling you to buy or sell or hold. I don't know what's best for you on a personal level. So you do what you think is best for you. I'm just sharing my personal opinions. But I am not the least bit freaked out. I'm still in excited mode because I know that, I say no. What I actually mean is I have strong conviction that things are going to continue to move to the upside. Now, there's this post on November 22nd in the evening. This is from chart analyst Dom. He said, XRP short-term view. $1.60 to $1.70 is very thick with sell orders on Binance, Spot, and Kraken. Nearly 40 million XRP of asks placed in the books within a 15% range. We must see strong buying eat these walls up, or else we can put in local top and consolidate. That was on the 22nd, close to 2 days ago. little less than 48 hours, right? So we knew that that was strong resistance. We knew at the same time Bitcoin was at notable resistance, at least psychologically, at that $100,000 mark, and there's a pullback for both. Is this really particularly surprising or scary? Or was it easily predictable by every reputable analyst? Well, it's the second one. And then there was this post, and this was from just this morning, 9:49 a.m. So we provided an update on this. This is, again, chart analyst Dom. XRP update. Quoted post was local top as expected, down 15% since. How did I see it coming? The mass amount of sell orders in the order book, $1.60 to $1.70, was filled with nearly 40 million XRP. After such a strong impulse, it's unlikely to eat them before a cool-off. Yeah, okay, so there's an initial rejection, very normal, and then there's going to be another attempt at some point in the future, and I believe that what's most probable is we ultimately break through, and then we're going to get closer to $2, and then at some point we're going to attack. After going through that, we're going to hit all-time highs, and then we're going to enter price discovery. It doesn't go perfectly up in a straight line, though. It never has, never will. Not for Bitcoin, not for ETH, not for XRP, or anything. Charting guy responded to that, and he said, called the same local top, but with the fib level. Definitely a hard resistance spot. I give it a few weeks of chop before we break it. Okay, so if he's right, then maybe we have to sit around a few weeks. Okay, whatever. That would be pretty normal. Not concerned about it. So he called the same thing, but looking at different data. He looked at the Fibonacci levels, and he did cite, and tons of analysts cited that 786 retracement level, which was $1.61. And so they poked above it, but that doesn't mean anything. You can peak above it, but you need to burst through it with conviction in order for that resistance level to become support, which didn't happen. So there are different ways that analysts were coming to the same conclusion, as you can see. Then there was this post from Charting Guy, and this was yesterday morning. Just to be clear, so like I'm highlighting that we knew that this was something that was reasonably likely to occur, and it shouldn't be perceived as scary to you. All right. He wrote, rejected where expected. And so, mind you, this is before the drop, but XRP was clear it didn't burst through $1.61. That's why he wrote that. He says, rejected where expected. As I've been saying, this level is very strong resistance, as we couldn't break it with a weekly close last cycle, and because of that, we could chop around here for a few weeks or so. 91 cents to $1.61 is the golden pocket and is your accumulation zone. Not saying we dip to 91 cents, but it's a possibility to keep in mind. $1.30 and $1.21 are your next areas of interest that could provide support, but never count on a further dip. This can always be bought up back to the highs in the blink of an eye. I'm not speculating on short-term moves or making guesses, though. Just holding and being patient, as I believe we go much higher in the coming months. All key levels marked, treat them as support and resistance areas. Once we break above the 786 on a weekly close, all-time high is almost inevitable, and things start getting bat S-word crazy. Okay, see, so there you go. And that's the level. I've shown you in recent days that 786 level at a $1.61. Tons of analysts called that as notable resistance. And then we happen to be having trouble here. And then you get scared when what we should have believed was probable to occur, when that happens, now we get scared because what was probable to occur did happen, even though we know it's also probable that we see a continuation to the upside, and you're going to let emotions bother you in the short term. Does that make logical sense? Of course not. Don't do it. Here's a post from chart analyst Leb Crypto from November 17th. And so his price levels are a little bit different, but you're always going to find that from analyst to analyst. Or not, well, frequently anyway. He says, on November 17th, multi-year consolidation breakout is now confirmed. Powerful. Key support equals 94 cents. Must protect for bull continuation. Next key resistance is $1.60. Sound familiar, folks? And then he says $1.96. Hashtag XRP. Yep. Pretty similar, right? And then just yesterday afternoon, he said, XRP hit my first target of $1.60. A correction is expected and healthy here. He said that yesterday afternoon before the most recent drop. And guess what? We got the drop. And guess what else? It doesn't matter. It's fine. It's perfectly fine. There's also this post this morning from Love Crypto. 94 cents to $1.12 is a good zone to scoop up some XRP soon. Okay, so he thinks it's probable we are going to see a move down to those types of levels, though not certain, of course. So if that happens, and I don't know if it will, I don't make predictions like that because I don't give a damn. I know it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to help you, work through the emotional aspect of this because I know that that's the hard thing. We are our own worst enemies when it comes to investing in crypto because of the emotions. I'm just warning you, it could get down to that level. It doesn't mean the sky is falling. It does not mean it is the end of the world. It's a thing that could happen, and that's just how it is. Welcome to the most volatile asset class on the entire planet by a lot. But it also brings to so yeah, you got to endure the downside volatility, that risk there. But then the opportunity to the upside so outstrips it that it just doesn't matter. For those who are patient and wait, it doesn't matter. Here's a post from the blockchain backer just last night. This is the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin and ETH. And he said, if you're curious why I post these retrace levels, you have to look at the screen to see the chart he's talking about. It's because these are the historical problem zones. We're trying to reach escape velocity. Bypassing them opens those chances that we are going for escape. Total 3, and that's the chart on the screen right here, the whole crypto market minus Bitcoin and ETH. Total 3 has second daily close above 702, fighting last one 786. So there you go, fighting that 786 level just yesterday. And again, that's not XRP. That's the entire crypto asset class except for Bitcoin and ETH. Same key level, and wouldn't you know it, that fell too. And just this morning, he shared this post and he said, back to 702, right back on down. This is normal chart stuff. There is nothing wrong. Nothing is on fire. Okay. Do what you will with this information. I don't care if you buy or sell or hold. I don't know what's best for you, but I am very optimistic for the future. And eventually, I think if you fast forward 1 year from now, and then you look back on this exact moment, if you even remember it, because it's probably going to be insignificant to you in the scheme of things, you'll look back on this moment and be like, oh yeah, it didn't matter, and everything just got bigger after X amount of time, whatever that is, whether it's a day, a week, a month, whatever it is. Yeah, number go up. Ain't a thing, folks. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.